Hello and welcome back to Raccoon Justice, where justice done the Raccoon way is the only way to do justice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about Chris and Sarah's love for destroying their kids' lives. The other day I did say that I was going to do a follow-up video to the Isabel exam extravaganza, and today is the day. We're going to be talking about the girls and their schooling or lack thereof. So buckle up, it's going to be a rough ride. So we're going to do a little bit of an experiment here today. We're going to find out how many days, how long the girls have spent not doing schoolwork during the past year. We're just going to take the past year as a guide, and see how much they've been missing out on, basically. So take a look at this and let me know what you think. Here is, we're going to take a little look through the past year, an entire year's worth of schooling for Esme and Isla, because they've been away a lot. We know that when they go on trips, especially, they don't do anything. Even if they did do something, it's very minimal. There is no room in that van, for one thing, for them to do anything. So we're taking every single time they've been away and every time that they've been out. But basically, this is notwithstanding the amount of times they've been out shopping and stuff like that, which obviously they won't have done any work then either. Like sometimes you've seen Esme go to Primark during the day, the whole day, that sort of thing. So we're going to take a little look through every single time they've been away since June of last year. That's an entire year, and see how much work they're likely to have done. So if you see here, this is June 2021. All these light blue strips here, they're indicative of time away. So you can see straight off here, June 2021, the entire month was spent away. From the 2nd of June right through here to the 10th of July. And that is on their Cornwall and Scotland trip, road trip of dreams. The rest of the month was okay. August was fairly okay. It wasn't too bad. These ones here are marked the 18th of August. Incidentally, these are dates of the vlog uploads, not of the day that they went, because they mess about with the days so much these days, it's hard to keep track. So these are the vlog uploads, so some will sound probably out of sync anyway, but it's just an indication. The 18th of August here, we've got Sundown Theme Park. Remember that very underwhelming toddlers theme park that everybody had to go to. The week after was Yorkshire Wildlife Park, and the week after that was Gulliver's World. And if I remember rightly, all three of these did actually happen during the week. I think they were a Friday. They went on a run of only a Friday where they went and did something with their lives, and doing something with their lives meant going to theme parks and things like that. Yep, let's move on. September, we had Lightwater Valley. That was Isabel's day out birthday treat. And then it started again. We've got here 14th to 17th was Alton Towers. And then this was the big one, the 29th. This was the start of their Euro trip. 29th of September. All the way through October, the entire month, all gone. And most of November. Right through to the 25th. So bear in mind there is the entire October. It's about 2 months. It's around about 2 months of no schooling at all. Did you see any schoolwork being done whilst they were sliding down those slopes in Switzerland? No, it didn't happen as much as they wish you to believe it. Even if there was some work done, it's nowhere near enough. So it's not even worth mentioning, really. Now, this is a controversial one. Okay, this is technically not time away, or they didn't go away, but I've included the entire month of December because it's Vlogmas, Christmas. I doubt very much that any work was done during Christmas at all. I'd be surprised. So I've just marked it off, all the whole month gone, Vlogmas. And then into January, we had, here they went on the little camping adventure to Firely, or the east coast of the country. They went up the road basically and went on a camping trip for a few days. It was a pointless exercise for them. And then a few days after that, they went on the ill-fated camping trip, which ended up with Jace getting sick with his eye, and then Jace going to the hospital. But also, we mustn't forget, whilst Jace was in hospital for a few days, but then they went away on a secret trip. It was they did it without telling anybody, but they told us a couple of months later that they'd done this. So yeah, they'd been away, plus the Jace's hospital, and again, I'm doubtful that any schoolwork was done at all in that time. February was clear. They didn't go anywhere in February. March, they went away to this cabin in the woods, and that was for a few days. Then the big one came in April, where they were away for the entire month of April. April 1st right through to 30th, and absolutely no schoolwork was done there. They didn't even go to any historical places. Well, not many anyway. They went to a couple, I think, but they didn't vlog it. But I don't think they took much away from their trip, apart from the places they went to were probably so cute and everything like that. And then we're into June, where for this period of time the 7th through to the 17th. They were in Dubai. And then they came home. Now, again, maybe a little bit controversial, but they didn't do much work during that week home that they were. They went shopping and things like that because that's what they were shopping for the next trip, basically. And then after that, we've got, this is a preemptive one because it obviously hasn't happened in the vlog yet, but we know that they've been away for 2 weeks, and during that 2 week time, that 2 week period, they haven't done any schoolwork at all. So 2 more weeks. So that is insane. What do you reckon? Right, so we have, out of a possible 402 days in the past year, obviously I started slightly before, so it's not quite exactly a year. Out of the last 402 days, they have been away. Obviously, this includes Christmas, which they didn't technically go away, but, but they've been non-working, non-school working, that is. Obviously, they've been working, they've been doing their vlogs, but for 219 days. Let that sink in. 219 days. That's more than 50% of the time that they've had has been spent away in their van or on a plane. Those are non-working days. Non-school work was done on those days. 219 out of 402. So Chris and Sarah, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're playing at? I know you'll justify this by saying, oh, but they did do some work in the van. They did their fun schooling books and stuff like that. No, Sarah. I think that if those kids did 5-6 hours a day in a van doing their schoolwork, I'd be very surprised. On some days you didn't even put the tables down. So no, there was where were they doing the schoolwork? On their beds, on the bunk beds in that little cavern? No, it just didn't happen. I can't stress this enough. It just did not happen. So, are you intentionally fucking up your kids' lives? Or have you started early by saying to them that their GCSEs that they're working towards in the next few years are not important? They don't matter. It's okay if you fail them, don't you know? Have you been drumming this into them at an early age? Is that what you're doing? Why not start early? Isabel knows that your GCSEs are not important, so you may as well let the other two know as well. Probably by the time Jace is old enough to start primary school or infant school, he'll probably already know that school is not important. So why bother, I cannot stress this enough. Sarah, you have really, really ruined your kids' futures. And it's ridiculous. It really, really is ridiculous. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I know Sarah and Chris, they'll have loved it. But the rest of you, please have a lovely day. Please take care. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you again soon in another video. Take care and bye bye. Thank you so much to all my channel members: Kelly XX, Supergirl Fan, Butterfly 0111X, Sam, Granny Cake, Layla 68, Hayley Billington, My One Hollywood, soon to be Mrs. B, Reborn 1988, Paul, Caroline Page, Jim Jam, Vicky Mum of 4XX, Joanne C, Jude Lyons 1, Kirsty Reed, Tracy Jordan, Linda Spence and Cam K. Thank you all so much for all your support.